Hello my friends, it is Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would just sit down with you and talk about all things about our new home that we are building. It seems like things are finally moving along and I've kind of been trying to capture the process as it happens. So I wanted to share all that with you, answer some questions and updates, things like that. And just in case you missed my, we'll call it video number 1, my announcement video, I will make sure to link that down below in the description box. But I just announced that we were planning to build our home and move from this one and share a little bit of footage of the property itself, although it was in the middle of winter, so there was lots of ice and snow, but we are super excited. So my husband actually found this land back last summer about this time of year, honestly, as I think when we put in an offer. And so to finally start to see progress a year later is very exciting. We have been planning nonstop since then. We have been ordering things, making sure there's no major delays, and it seems like we're right on track. So the builder gave us an estimated move date, or yeah, I guess you could say move date of December 1. Which is ideal if we can get in before Christmas and before winter really sets in, as we live in the Midwest and it can be very brutal and no one wants to move in the middle of winter around here. So a little bit about the house in general, and then I'll share some kind of footage of the process and where we're at so far. So we're building a 2-story home. And I might try to add in a few pictures as well as we go if I have them, but a 2-story home with plenty of room to entertain, host family, and just, I mean, for our family as well. We're a family of 6, very busy family, and we just wanted a little bit more space. We also just love the location of where we are going to be at. The views are amazing. So we're building this home on a hill, like the very top of the hill, where we have views of the lake, our pond, kind of a nature preserve area, as well as the golf course. And I feel like we get kind of the best of both worlds because we are kind of out where we have all these beautiful views, lots of land to work with, but we're also part of a neighborhood as well. So there are some families with some children in the area, so our kids will still have some friends to play with outside. On our property, there's also a very good sized pond. I don't have the exact dimensions. We put a dock into the water. There's a shack or a shed that's right off of it as well that we can use for storage. But I think in the future, we're going to do something really fun with it. We just have to live there to really get an idea of what we want to do with it. But it's definitely going to be a fun makeover to share with you. Lots of painting and projects ahead, planting, gardening, all of that for sure. We've been out there quite a bit already on the weekends that we have open, and we'll get out there, do some yard work and cleaning up of the property and things like that. There's lots of weeds that we need to take care of. So it's a process. It's not perfect at all yet, and it probably won't be until we officially can move out there. There's also a chicken coop built onto the back of the shed, and I've been trying to clean it up, and I've been debating in my head, do I see myself having chickens? And I'm not sure. Like, part of me says, oh, it'd be so much fun, but then the other part of me is like, that's another thing to take care of. And then the 20 below days in the winter, do I really want to have to head down and yeah. So there's just kind of a lot of questions. I'm still not 100% sure either way. We're just gonna have to wait to see how everything goes, but there's so much potential with the property itself. I cannot wait. The kids love the pond. There are fish in the pond, and we actually plan to stock it. I think this fall is when they do it. They say that they do it in the fall, so then that's by spring they're ready to go. So that is on our agenda as well. I've had some questions. We plan to swim in the pond, and I do not think so. Until we can know exactly what's in there, we will not be swimming at all. It's also kind of a muddy bottom, so it's just, I don't know, red flag to me. But kayaking, like paddle boating, fishing off the dock is definitely on the agenda for that. It's just a beautiful area. We're so excited. And while we're on the topic of the kids, I had a question. Actually, quite a few of you asked this question a while back, asking if the kids were going to have to switch schools when we do move, and the answer is no, they do not have to switch schools. They will be able to stay there. It's going to require some more driving for me because we are super close right now to their school, but it's definitely a trade-off that we're willing to make. So let's talk about the house just a little bit. I mentioned that we were building a 2-story home, which is what we live in right now. So very kind of similar setup, just a little bit larger and more open floor plan. Another question I received was asking if we were going to have a basement, and the answer is yes, we are going to have a basement. In our basement will be the guest bedroom. We'll have a little like bar area. We have an extra bedroom down there that we're going to, I think, turn into a gym, mostly for Macy and her gymnastics equipment, as she has quite a bit, but that can be more of a transitional room if we ever need it. It's nice to have extra space. I also have plenty of room and a storage room for all my Christmas decorations, which we have a decent sized one here, but I will have so much more room in this new home. So that's very exciting. I want to do some fun organizing in there, so it's not a disaster like this one usually turns into. We're planning on having this in the basement, but as far as like just having like footing, we didn't want to have a bunch of beams or posts in the basement. We kind of built in a home theater room as well, which I can share more about as we get closer to that, and I'll walk you through and share with you everything. But so that's a new thing that we do not have in this house, but my husband is very much excited for. Now on the main floor, which of course is our main living space, we'll have our kitchen, a big open 2-story living room, and our master bedroom will also be on the main floor. We know that that is very important as we get older, just to have that close by. So we will have our master bedroom on the main floor, and then in the upstairs level we will have 4 bedrooms. I had to think about that. We want to make sure that we had a room for each of the kiddos. Now the twins have requested that they will continue to share a room. They aren't ready to have their own. They want to stick together, which is totally fine. We'll leave that up to them. So we'll have an extra bedroom upstairs that I think we are going to use for a playroom of some sort, or just to have some of their extra toys that they have out. Another addition that we will have that we do not have in this home is a bonus room above our garage, which I told my husband, I'm like, that can be your man room. You can do whatever you want with it. It's a huge space. It has the golf course views, which he's a big golfer, and so he kind of has a space to play with as well. So that's the little summary of the floor plan of our house. As far as the style it's going to be, it does have some modern farmhouse touches, but it's not a complete modern farmhouse by any means. I would say it's honestly leading more towards a traditional, more timeless feel than anything. I didn't want to go with anything too super trendy. As I change my decor style, I know I will. It's happened to me so many times already. I just wanted to make sure that the finishes in the house would work with all of that, I guess you could say. So yeah, definitely pops of the black and the white. We're doing very light, not very light, but a lighter LVP flooring. Probably going to end up doing white walls to begin with, because I can do a lot of painting after we move in, as we kind of live there for a while and decide what we all want to do. But yeah, I'm excited if you can't tell already. It's actually been really hard to focus on other things, because all I want to do is like browse online at different pictures and get ideas and inspiration and things like that. So okay, so let's talk more about the house. We actually ended up, so dirt started getting moved on May 16th, I have written down. They started actually digging for the basement walls, and we also have a couple of retaining walls as well. That started on June 2nd, so a little over a month ago they started, and it feels like it's been progressing, I mean, pretty quickly since then. And then this past week, which would have been 7/5, so July 5th, they actually started framing, and in 1 week they already had our basement pretty much completely framed out. It was so exciting to see actual like wood and some rooms coming together in the house. It's quite the experience. I mean, you look at it on paper for a year, so to finally see it coming together, it's crazy. I still don't really, I don't know, it just doesn't seem real to me at this point that we will be living in this beautiful new house. But we are just so blessed and thankful that we even have the opportunity to do this, and that this land even came available to us. So as far as like ordering of all the things, we've pretty much ordered the floor. We've ordered everything that needs to be ordered. Like I said, we ordered windows back in February. Cabinetry we ordered about, when did we order cabinets? Did I write that down? May 12th is when we ordered cabinets. So it's been about 2 months now that we put in our order. And that's the one thing that could hold up our move-in date, because the projected date of arrival is November 12th, I think, and that's cutting it really close to our December 1 deadline. So we'll see. Yeah, that's the one thing that could cause some problems here in the future. But other than that, I think the only other things that we still need to order would be countertops, which we don't need to do quite yet from what I've been told. I'm going to order all the light fixtures, I think, on my own, which is something we'll do as I want to wait till I think framing is done. So I think, so I know, like, I don't know. I just need to kind of visualize, I think, a little bit before I get crazy ordering all the things. And like plumbing items, so like toilets, faucets, bathtub for the master bathroom, things like that. All of that stuff can wait just a little bit longer. But what else do we have? Appliances we ordered. When did we order appliances? Back in April. Those aren't supposed to be in until like the end of August, so everything is delayed, but we're just trying to stay on top of things as much as we possibly can to avoid any major delays. I think that is all that I have to share with you for today's video. I just wanted to go over some of the basics and kind of share with you where we're at as of this point. It seems like we are on track so far, and things will start picking up now. It's just really fun and exciting. I try to get out there about 2 to 3 times a week to check on the progress. It's about a 15-minute drive from this house, so it's not completely out of the way, but it's also enough out of the way, if you know what I mean. But definitely make sure you subscribe, stick around so you can follow our home building journey. These videos will, I think, be coming out a lot more frequently now, just because things are starting to happen, which is so exciting. But anyways, just want to say thank you so much for joining me. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.